today. Yesterday was a whole mess. I was called by a service provider and they said they are doing maintenance on our area. So that is why we're having a total disturb, a total cutoff. Okay, it's posted. All right, thank you, Temi Talkback. So you can go over the video, learn what we did yesterday, right? And you can trade on it. Yesterday was a whole mess. I was called by that's us streaming. It's service provider. Okay, so we're streaming that already. So the first foundation of the Webslinger is you have to use it for. All right, what happened? It was simple scalper, Webslinger, and pickpocket. They have. Oh, they've changed it. Okay. All right. They've been doing some work on the back office. Wow. So you can see the Webslinger is beautiful for all. Look, when the market was consolidating, you can see it was a mess, right? You don't use the Webslinger for a consolidating market. Now we're just going to learn, all right? We're just going to learn how to buy and sell on the Webslinger. I need everyone to pay attention. Like I said, the first foundation is that you want to look at the market. So how do you look at the market and you see if the market is trending, right? So first, this is Euro. Let's show you Euro USD. Guess what? This is so the first thing, establish the trend of the market. If the market is consolidating, boom, pull out. Wow, look at oh boy, it's good. So when I see a market like, because you're using it on a shorter time frame, look, this market is a consolidating market. So I'm going to show you how to identify a consolidating market, right? So first I'm going to just remove all. Okay, so when you see a market like this, it might depend on the time frame, right? So I'll show you how to identify a trending market, how to identify a consolidating market. So here, ladies and gentlemen, all right, we have a market that's trending down. This is a trending market. This is a trending market. All right, this is a consolidating market. So between this area, so just watch what I'm doing right now. Let me expand. Market consolidated between this area. So in this kind of context, the tool is not going to pay you, or it's not going to be favorable because it's consolidating, right? In this kind of context, the market is consolidating, right? In this okay, here, all right, the market is consolidating. So anywhere you see the market move sideways, all right, it's consolidating. All right, this should be clear for everyone that is here. All right, is this clear? So the first thing is trading the strategy, but you want to understand the foundation. All right, go for the training right now is understanding the foundation. This market is good for a trending market. So presently, when the market is like this, it's not trending. It's like this, it's not trending, not trending, not trending, not trending. So what's the trending market? You see, this is a downtrend. All right, after the consolidation, it started making its way up. It's an uptrend, right? And we also had another what? Down movement. Right? Okay, now we're having another what? Upward movement. So that is why presently, okay, the market, so if we see the Liberty, how many of you understand what we just did right now? I know it might be a little bit fast, but did you guys get the idea of what we just did? Type in 111 on the chat. All right. So you must first identify your market before you trade the strategy. So let's see the success of the strategy from every of the point I just analyzed. Okay. So this is Euro USD. All right. The market has been consolidating. So if you are played with this market around this area, guess what? You're going to be messy. Goes up, down, up, down. It didn't favor. But now let's look. Anytime you see the strings, look, when you see them squeeze, right? Anytime you see the strings thin out, guess what is happening? It's changing into what? An upward trend, a trend. So whether down or up. So you see anytime, like if the strings are thin, tiny, it means the market is consolidating. If it's fat, it means the market is trending. You want to watch out. Market is fat, it's trending. But guess what? I might like to tell you this. The best way to experience a trend is after a consolidation. Type it down. After every consolidation, after every minor consolidation, there is a minor, all right, breakout. After every major consolidation, there's a major breakout. So the longer the consolidation, the longer the breakout. I learned this from market psychology, right? From Christopher Derrick. So anytime the market is, and the best way to actually know trend consolidation is trapping. So trapping is about holding consolidation in the area of content. You just hold them, right? Ceiling floor. After there is a break and a retest, boom, there is a strong move. Why? When the market is consolidating, the traders are making decisions. It's called ranging. Decisions are what? Going back and forth. Who's going to win? It's like they're in a courtroom debating. Where should price go? It should go down. It should go up, right? They are making, eventually, all right, one is going to win. And if that one, boom, eventually breaks out, there's a major move. So the longer the consolidation, the higher the breakout. The shorter the consolidation, the shorter the breakout. Does that make sense? All right. So these are tips that helps you understand foundation of trading. Type in a 222 if that makes sense. So it helps me to when the market. So if I see a market doing this kind of thing, guess what? I put that market on my watch list. Right? I'm watching it because it's going to have a breakout. It's going to, and when it have a breakout, that's money. So this market was consolidating, no trade yet. I'm not rushing in. See it all thinned out. All the strings, it was fat in this area, but eventually started thinning out, telling me there's a consolidation. The market is making a decision. Should I fall down or should I go up? Should I fall down? Should I go up? Eventually, after that minor, all right, all this up and down, there was a strong move of a candle. So you see the lengthy candle shows that what? There was a boom, something happened. Someone escaped, right? So you see this candle is bigger than most of the candles here, right? So if that happens, so this broke out of the things, the slings. Okay, let me slow it down a little bit, all right? Let me slow it down a little bit. So after this whole consolidation, there really wasn't a consolidation here. This candle would have been a good one. Watch what I'm going to say right now, or what I'm saying right now. This wasn't really a sideways, right? This looked more of a trend down. Okay. So, and that trend down was indicating that you can see the slings are thinning out. So when the slings are thinning out, I am thinning out as well. It means I'm getting off a moment of execution. All right. So when I see the thinning, so when I see these slings thinning out, I'm just sharing with you my observation and my experience with following the slings so far. All right, watching the several videos, taking the trade, observing technicality with this. It's easy for the educator to just teach you the entries, all right? And you just start jumping in based on the entry. That's trading at the top. You want to understand what they do within. So these people, they still explain market analysis, all right? So if you join these sessions, they talk about the market analysis, strength, support, all these stuffs. You're going to understand the whole idea for what? The strategy. Hello, sir. In this situation, how do we identify breakout from fake out? Good. Always pay attention to what's in front of you. You can't identify fake out in the market until it has happened. Right? It's like saying, how am I going to know if someone is going to die? Right? You can't know if someone is going to die until the person dies. So don't pay attention to something that you can learn. You can learn. Don't try to predict the market. Don't try to predict the market. Like, how am I going to put it? A lot of people put energy in the wrong direction. Like, is there going to, don't try to, okay, predict is a good word, but predict, we're all predicting, all right? But in the sense that you want to learn, you want to be a professional in predicting what's going to happen. Don't say what's going to happen in the market. Just do what has happened in the market, follow what has happened in the market, do your analysis, follow your confirmation, and await what's going to happen. Don't say this is going to happen, right? So when you're asking, how do you identify fake out? It's like you're trying to say you can be a professional in knowing this is a fake out. Something is happening and you say this is a fake out. No, you can't know it's a fake out until it has happened. All right. So do your analysis. If fake out happen, what causes fake out? Market manipulators, market makers, right? They can cause a fake out. It means they can push the market in the wrong direction. That makes it fake. You wouldn't know it's a wrong direction, right? You wouldn't know. So it's not something you would want to learn, right? Am I making sense? So some people go, oh, this is a fake out. You wouldn't know it until it has happened, right? Does that make sense? I want to know, okay? Good. So whenever it's thinning out, right, I can actually know when there is a breakout, right? I can know when the market is breaking out. That's why I'm tentatively, like I'm taking my time to explain this little detail. It's going to give you an idea when the market is breaking out. At least you would know. If something has been flat before, now it's inclining, right? Or declining, you will know there is a change. When that happens, all right, how do you follow? So the market was having its what? Flat moment. I like to use this. So I can say this area, all right? So the market was flat around this area, ceiling floor, okay? Eventually, the candle that pulled out, all right? So this was a candle that pulled out of the string. So you can see the string inside my blue. Can I change this color to a lighter one? Let me change it to a lighter one. More lighter one. Is there anyone lighter? Okay, good. Right? You can see inside of this light blue box, you can see the sling thinning out, right? So thin. And inside those small thin, you can see smaller breakouts, but they don't move far. So if you're taking all these smaller breakouts, you're just trading inside of a consolidation. It will mess you up, right? But now you can see this thin, and when you're looking at the thin, the slings, all right, the slings are these minor, tiny lines. When you're looking at the sling, you're looking at the green one. The green one is the Moses, right? Is the leader. It's the one it has the strength. It has the biggest strength, and it determines the direction, right? So if you're looking at it, if it's down, it means the market want to pull down. If it's up, it means the market is pulling up. So eventually, when that green one crosses all of the strings, right, crosses all of the strings, then you're watching. Now, look at what happened. This candle, all of the strings, first watch, right? So this is first watch. It's in a consolidation, all right? First watch. Now, let's look at what has happened in the course of the market, because after the market broke out. So I might decide to, if there is a major cut out of the sling and it closes, all right, above the sling, that might be a watch. Someone might just jump in. But guess what? I must be honest with you. I wouldn't have jumped in. Reason being, it's good you jump in, just like you would have jumped in, all right, in this candle. This candle crossed the sling. This candle didn't. This candle didn't, right? So the sling was thin. This candle crossed the sling. Guess what? If you have taken this candle, you'd have won the trade. 3-candle rule, right? But after that, it went back into the consolidation move. And guess what? Boom, it crossed. So if you had done the same thing you did here, 3-candle rule, you'd have won the trade. But that is still the reason I put this here is because from the past, anything could still have happened, right? It was a ceiling here, it was a floor here. So this candle closed below the ceiling. So it might still reject. So this is me following analysis right now. You might not really do this. You can just take it based on the rule. But I really want to do it in a way that some like Chomi just said, I took the thing on 15 minutes, but I lost it. The reason you didn't consider technicality. As a trader, always try, as you're learning, now you're the one taking it for yourself. You're not going to wait for an educator to call it for you. Observe some what certain market analysis. I don't buy a market at the ceiling. I don't sell a market at the floor. That's a major rule in the market. It helps you stay disciplined and confident. Okay, so if this market close here, it closed above the ceiling, so I can take it. But guess what? Because I'm a technical trader, I watch the ceiling. So in the market, there's been a ceiling in that area that is closed, and it's still inside the consolidation. So anything could have happened. It could have what? Pulled down, right? So I wouldn't have taken it. So what was I going to wait for? Right? Now look at what I was going to wait for. Now the broke out. So the breakout is telling me that, oh, a new trend is what happening. I'm going to wait for the retest, right? I'm going to wait for the retest. And the first retest that actually happened, all right, that came back was break. It came back to the sling, all right? So this was technical. I didn't really touch it, right? It was very close. This was a break. This was a retest. And this retest happened on top of what? This whole ceiling. So if I'm taking this one for a 3 candle, the close of this, it's still what? This is 1, 2, close. What close? Let's see. Hold on. All right. It was very close. So this candle opened here. This is still a little bit choppy, but learn from this. Just a moment, please. Just a second, please. All right. Thank you for your patience. So this is great observation. I like to learn. So you can see what has happened here. It came, it didn't test the string, all right? Came here, touched the string. Now in this area, I like to look at what it is. These are areas where you have minor losses. If you just boom, this candle properly touched the string. All right, do you see this candle? It closed on the string. So the next open candle would have been a good entry, right? But guess what? It went down. Why? All right. All right. That's still dragging. But eventually, because it's just breaking out, that's why you see sometimes a market will have a break and a retest. So let me just go, just for maybe another idea. There will be some market that will have a break and a retest, all right? So there's a break. Look, there's a break, there's a retest. Guess what? It came down. I want you guys to see this, right? This is a break. This is a retest. Instead of moving up, it's still consolidated because it's still. Sorry, network. I think this time around it was fast. Okay. So anytime you see, don't question your analysis just because you see you took the trade based on the confirmation, but it didn't go your way. It's just natural market. The market has a human emotion. All right. We are in court. I won. Some people might take it to appeal, right? I'm just trying to use this idea. People can drag, just like the buyers have won. There's a break, there's a retest, buyers have won. The breakout is I've won. The retest is, oh, I'm tired of, let me go take a motion from the floor. Now I own the floor. Let me now go up. The sellers below are telling you, no. This thing is still our own. That's why you're seeing this consolidation, trying to pull it back. Kind of like pulling back. So you might have gotten in the confirmation of this, which is fine. But guess what? Boom, eventually they won, came back again, won, came back. So they've now restored this zone as a buy zone. All right. That is one idea on technicality. Just because it's delaying doesn't mean it doesn't work. So when you look at the Liberty, oh, I would have taken the say I should take it when it breaks out, retest the swing. Now you took it, retesting the swing, it didn't go your way. That's natural. But eventually when it came back up, right? Look at the move. So this market is trending up. So if you see the move right now, there's a break, all right? This is what a candle that actually what retested the zone. I love this. Look at where the picture of this market started playing out, all right? So ultimately, the sling started widening out, all right? It started widening out. So inside, you can see that this whole candle was still kind of like consolidating, right? This is kind of like still consolidating, but still not consolidating on top of that wall, former consolidation, but it's moving up, right? When you begin to see this slight move up, you want to be careful as well. That's another reason to be careful. But while you're being careful, look at what? The market. So this is out, all right? Came back to the sling, 1, 2, 3, win, right? Oh, yeah. Have you? Sorry. All right. So this is minor. These small candles. Small candles are not favorable for a trendy market. Small candles indicate fights. All right. Short. So another thing to watch out for. You write it down. So after the consolidation, something to watch out for. Another thing is the candle length. All right. You need to watch out for candle length. So the whole idea for this training is not really based on the confirmation, but things to strengthen your confidence in trading when you're playing with these strategies. All right. Watching when you're taking on your own. So the reason you get better and better at the strategy is when you begin to observe. Because I told you something about me when I trade. If I lose something, let's say I took 3 trades, right? And I lost 2 and I gained 1. I don't put more attention in the one I gained. I want to put more attention in the one I lost. I want to know why. Why did I lose it? I followed the confirmation. Something happened. I did this. Why did I lose it? I want to learn lessons. That's the whole idea of lesson. It's really a lesson, not because you call it a loss. No, it's really a lesson because you learn something from why you lose. Say failure is finding out one more way not to do something. So if you're really keen on using the Webslinger and you took 20 trades, you followed every of the video confirmation, you've been following the session, and you won 10 and you lost 10, right? But in the sessions, they don't lose 10. When these guys they take the trade, they don't lose 10. They always win more. But why did you lose 10? You want to know why, right? Now, they apply all these things I'm talking. Guess what? If I want to call the trade for you, if it's in a trading session, I'm not going to be mentioning it like this. My brain has already learned that when I see a short candle, I'm patient. So if I see the trade, I'll say, like you see them, they'll say, this one is not really good right now. Why are they saying it's not really good right now? These are the few things I'm trying to show out here. Okay, so consider this session more of what? A learning. You are learning about the back end of someone's psychology, the back end of someone's brain, right? That is one of the things I've learned in trading. So the patient is really needed. So if I'm seeing a market and it's moving like this short candle or equal candle, right? It's saying it's still a trend consolidation. But guess what? In those trend consolidation, you might still see your minor what. So look at this, right? The market broke out, came into the zone again, but eventually did what? Went up, tested this sling. So the first good one, all right, it came down. So after this one, you took it, if you lost, it came back, all right, retested the sling. So this candle retested the sling. Do you agree with me, right? That this candle, after it came back, this candle retested the sling, this candle retested the sling. Do you guys agree with me? Now trading has started. Okay, so this one retested the sling. This green one is the green sling. That's the sling I'm talking about, right? The major sling is the green one. So when it finally broke out, all right, struggled, retested, dropped, because what? Maybe the momentum of the sell still dragged it, but eventually said no, came back above the sling, all right, and had a retest on the sling. Retest means broke out of the sling, all right? So the candle retested the sling and closed. So let's take 3 candle roll. Number 1, this is your first candle of entry. You can see it's still on top of the sling. 1, 2, 3. Did you win? Yes. All right. If you won, type in it. If you won, type in 1 on the chart. If you won the type in 1. So trading has started because I've looked at my observation. All right. I've looked at my observation that, wow, the trend, the slings are widening out. It has broken out of the consolidation, right? So even if I didn't take the candle that broke out, now I'm seeing the retest. A retest is a confirmation for a continuation. So after the retest, I'm looking for a continuation. Now I'm seeing what? That same thing happened. So this was a retest. 1, 2, 3. Did I win? Okay. Did I win? Yes. Okay. Let me see the chart. Is this showing trading view? How many of you can see my Webslinger? What do you see on my chart? Just let me know, what do you see on my chart? Okay. I believe you all see my screen. Okay, good. All right, so, okay, good. All right, so we're on the same page. So the question I asked, right, is showing now. Okay, okay. So we're all on the same page. So now, this was my first retest, but it still went down. Came back again, retested. So I'm taking the second one, just like I would have still taken this first one, but I lost it. 3 candle, I lost. Another break and retest, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be a retest. After you've seen a retest on the sling, 2 ways you can take the trade. You want to write it down, all right? If there is a break outside of the sling, it's what? A tick. Like this break outside of the sling is a tick for 3 candle rule, or a retest of the sling. So you either take the break or the retest. So this one would have been a tick for normal one, right? But the reason I said personally for me, I wouldn't have taken it because it's still in the area of consolidation, all right? But this was outside of consolidation, so I would have taken this retest. So second one is a retest. So this was a retest on the sling, and it was a good take, but we didn't win. So I'm just taking it in return. Not every trade you take, you're going to win. But eventually it did a breakout again. So that's a take. So if I'm taking that one for a 3 candle rule, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Did I win? Type in 1 on the chart. The trainer, the one who did the strategy, said it's best on, right? That's what he does, okay? On the 3 candle rule. So the reason they take the shorter time frame in the session so that you can have trades. So they might take the 15 minutes on the session so that you can have trades. But what they really do is 3 candle rule. They always emphasize 3 candle rule. All right. So if you took the break on the 3 candle rule, you won. This is 1, 2, 3, 1. Now let's assume you didn't take it, you didn't see the break, but you saw the retest. So these 2 candles are both retest. So this one retested, all right, this one retested. So even if you took this one, did you win? 1, 2, 3. Type in 2. Okay. All right. This is If all of you can see my cursor. Okay, let me take it slow a bit. Maybe, okay, let me take it slow a bit. So the first one, I said 2 ways you can take the trade is the break or retest. Okay, the cursor lags. All right, thank you. The break or the retest. So now, this was supposed to be my break, my retest for tick. So I took this trade, I lost it. So for the 3 candle rule, because the confirmation is if it retests, you take it, right? But just like every other trade, not all of them are successful. So here it wasn't successful, and I kind of explain why, right? It's still in that area of what? Ceiling and floor consolidation. It came back, right? So now it broke the sling again. So that break applies here. And the reason I would have taken it quickly because it's not in that area. It has broken out of the area again. The first break of the area was here, right? So I didn't take it because it was in this area. But this other break was not in this area. So I would have taken this. 3 candle rule. That's why you guys gave me a 1. All right. So another take is what? The retest. So let's say you didn't take the break. You took the retest. If you're taking this one as a retest, this red candle retested. The reason you're seeing this long wick is because what? It came back down. Retest means it respected the sling and closed above the sling. That would have been what? Your take. So after the close, the new open is your entry. 1, 2, 3. Did you win? That is why you guys gave me a 2. Right? So now this is moving up. You're not taking this trade again because it's outside of the sling. It's already gone. Your take is break out of the sling, retest the sling. Now another retest, right, was this, but it did not retest. It didn't close above. So this shows me invalid, right? So in this area, there was what? Invalid till another confirmation break out of the sling. Guys, this broke out of the sling, yes or no? Just give me a yes or no. All right. This candle, my cursor is on. It broke out of the sling, yes or no? So it closed, taking a 3 candle rule. 1, 2, 3. Did you win? Give me a 3. So this is trading and following the trend now. So you must have lost 1 in the first one after the break. All right. So 4 trades, you've won 3, observing the same strategy because now the market is trending. And in every trend, there's a move, pullback, move, pullback. So pullbacks or retests have a combination, right? So this was a move, it pulled. This was a move, it pulled back, all right? Now, this is another move. So 3 candle rule was what? This broke out, you took it 1, 2, 3, right? Now, let's come back to the candle that retested the sling. So this candle technically retested the sling, yes or no? So this was closed. So this is yes or no? Just give me a yes if we all agree. So this move came back and had a retest on the sling. Just give me a yes. It's okay if you disagree. If you disagree, I'll leave it. But technically, this closure is good for a retest, right? Do you guys agree with me? So it was all moving. You were waiting for the retest again for another entry. It came here, all right? So this was so close, which is good. And when it's so close, it's good, right? 3 candle rule. 1, 2, 3. Did you win? Type in 4. If I'm not getting a response, it means I am frozen. All right, am I frozen? Type in a 4. Okay, good. So that's 5 trades, 4 wins in one currency in same day. Okay, good. Now, guess what? After every retest, there's supposed to be a move. So this one moved. Now look at the candles. Look, guys, look at this. I know some of you don't watch this. This candle was long, was long, was long. Guess what? It's becoming equal. It's becoming shorter. When that happens, what do you see? A declining. When the candles, the major pulls are long and it's now becoming shorter, right? Guess what you do? You begin to observe downward movement. When it's becoming shorter, when the momentum becomes shorter, this is the third thing, third observation now, right? Hope you guys are noting the points of observation that I've been showing you. What's the first one? I want to know. I'm learning as well because this is how you learn. What's the first one I mentioned? The first one I mentioned, you watch out for what? I'm not going anywhere if you guys don't teach me, right? I'm not going for if you don't teach me. All right, what was the first observation? Okay, Madam Nanko, the training for new people happens in the academy, right? These things ought to be understood if you've properly gone through the academy. If it's not understood, then you've not properly gone through. I don't think I've mentioned things outside of basics, right? I don't think, have I mentioned anything outside of basics yet? I've not drawn Fibonacci. I'm not even talking about Ikimo. I'm just talking price action. Everything I'm doing is just observation of what you're seeing in front of you, right? And the confirmation for the trade, I believe everyone have gone through the session for the confirmation of trading the Webslinger, all right? The confirmation, what's the confirmation? When there is a breakout of the sling. I'm not the one teaching it here. We are all, see, what we're doing as traders, we're coming, we're convening to analyze the chart together to see areas of what? Commitment, areas of, consideration. So if you are behind, don't fight it. That's why this video is recorded, all right? Don't always fight it when you're not getting something and you begin to say you're lost. You're lost. I'm lost. Do you know the word? If you say you are lost, that is when you're really going to be lost. Okay? I never use that word when I'm learning because what you say is what you have, right? And if what is happening is affecting your thought, you become what you think about. And if you let out the word, that's what happens. But you always want to see yourself, right, as someone who's learning. And when what you're learning is bigger than you, it means you have not come to that level of that understanding. Record it. Your brain is powerful. This thing is recorded. You want to go over the basics again, right? You want to ask questions rather than ask a question, right? Ask a question. Like you've been seeing people ask a question. Nothing is advanced yet, all right? See, I don't think anything I've mentioned is advanced. Everything I've been talking about, I think the only advanced thing I've talked about, and that's not really advanced, is consolidation. Market moving sideways, market moving upward. Do you know? Let's be honest with ourselves. Can you say that is advanced? I need you guys to be with me, yes or no? No, so because sometimes when we bring out something, it shouldn't be, oh, Kenvry, you're being too advanced. I really want to, that's why. So everybody is saying no. So what other word have I mentioned? Consolidation. Can you say the word consolidation is an advanced term in Forex trading? What else have I mentioned? Probably the word retest. Would you say the word retest? Because when we say retest, it's not a tool. It's just something goes up and come back to that area. Would you say that's an advanced term in Forex? I'm still getting a no, right? So what is it that I've mentioned? I've not talked about the Ichimoku cloud. But that, would you say the slings? I'm not the one who created the sling. We are just seeing it in front of us. So the only thing I said is, if the sling thins out, right? That's an area of consideration. It means the market is consolidating. Would you say that's an advanced word? That's advanced. That's technical. When it's in front of your eyes, you're not going to pick any tool. You're not going to draw anything. is in front of your eyes, just observing it. Would you say that's advanced? Yes or no? I'm learning from you people, all right? I'm learning. So your observation, it's my observation. If you say these things are technical or advanced, I would agree with you. That's the truth, all right? So would you say you seen the slings? Right? Would you say seeing the slings are advanced? Beautiful. Right, beautiful, right? If you've not engaged yourself in that environment yet, you're going to, just like, okay, guess what? The first time I saw this kind of thing, I ran away. I didn't even like it, right? Why? It's a new environment. My brain will always say, not your thing, not your thing. But guess what? When I started seeing the result, when I started knowing the reason I should do it, my brain has to welcome the idea that I had to learn it, right? So I don't say I don't know it. I want to know it. I like to understand this. I'm getting to understand this. I always say that word. If I want to ask a question, I'm getting to understand this. What do you think about this? Because I'm engaging the brain to know it. So I've not really gone advanced here. We are just looking at the thing together, and I'm only showing you based on my experience. What are those areas? Because you might go on the session, watch the Webslinger video. Next request tell you when this break out of the sling, all right, you take it. That's the first confirmation. When it comes back to retest, you take it. When it's above the cloud, all those things are good, right? We've all gone through those things, but I know some of you still take these trades. You might not come on the session. You might not come out and see, but on your own, you follow the analysis the way it is. I need everyone to be honest here. You follow the analysis the way it is, majorly for the new people, because I was one time new, and everything that is taught on the session, I practice. But guess what? I don't get the result they get, and I begin to wonder why. If that has happened to you, all right, I need you to type in a 555 on the chat. And I don't think there is anyone who's not going to type in a 555. You do everything they tell you to do, but you get the same result. Type in a 555 on the chat. You're a new student. You do everything they tell you to do. You've gone through the session, you've watched the videos, you've gone through the academy, you follow the confirmation, but you don't still get it all. Now, some of you get it, but at the point in time, it does go the way it was going, and you begin to wonder why. But these guys are playing. When they're taking it through, they're laughing, they're excited, they're getting it. But you're not experiencing it that way. All right. The 555 represent those gray areas you've not yet understood as a newbie, as someone who has not observed the deeper term in trading. All right. That's why this session is recorded. It's good because now another newbie, another person who was a newbie like you, who has experienced this thing, right, and now found a way, those gray areas, right, is explaining it to you. The best thing you can do is put it in practice. Observe this same thing that I've told you to observe. It's just observation. So I told you the Webslinger is used for a trending market. So the first thing you want to observe, all right, is consolidation. If the market is consolidation, you want to observe what? Patience, right? I don't get into a trade when the market is consolidating, right? Then another thing I've said, so I said you guys should mention the things I've said on observation. That is that's what we were, right? If I use that English, right? Or that's where we are. That's where we should be. Okay, so if that understood, so what are the things I've mentioned? One, someone mentioned consolidation. What another thing I said you should observe? Right? I just want to make this video a complete video, right? Because it's a video right now. I want to make it a complete training, a video on the Webslinger based on things you've observed so that you can use this for a climax of learning. You can go back to this video, look at the things you need to Observe, length of candle was way forward, but that's another one. Beautiful. What's another one? Right? After consolidation, I mentioned sling. So write it down. For those of you who didn't write it down, right? You need to write all these things down. Slings, when the slings are thinning out, it means the market is consolidating. So anytime you see the slings thinning out, all right, the market is what? Consolidating. So if they are expanding, it means the market is what? Starting a trend. Okay, so that's the observation. Now, another thing I told you, which is market this thing. I want to know if there's a breakout. I told you I was not going to enter this market. Why? Someone tell me why. This was a breakout. You get to enter the market after a breakout. The reason I said I was not going to enter. Why? Someone tell me on the chat. Someone tell me. I mentioned it. It was one of the observation. No, it's not the retest. I said candle breaks out from the slings. Beautiful. I love that. All right. It's still in the zone. The close of the candle is still in the zone. It means this is a ceiling. It's still in my, I don't buy a market at a ceiling. Right. So that's another observation. You want to observe floors and ceiling. You don't buy a market at a ceiling. So how many observations there now, right? So just Adamilara, I need you to write it down so that we know these are them. Okay, maybe what I'll do because of, let me take a text. So for those who will be watching it, all right. So when the slings are thinning out, that causes a consolidation too. Okay. So I mentioned zone, all right. Consolidation and market, consolidation of market and sling thinning out. Another thing is what? Don't. Okay, let me not use the word don't buy. All right, consider, it's not like I'm giving you a rule. Consider buying outside of zone, right? Consider buying outside of zone. Just bracket. I'm trying not to use the word don't, okay? Okay. Just this guides you on that. Consider buying outside of zone. Then the third thing I mentioned, all right, candles. I'm really making it explicit, right? So that's another observation that when you're buying, right, the trend is moving and you begin to see candles shortening, right? That's a show of momentum dropping. And when momentum is dropping, what's going to happen? There's going to be a reverse. Okay. What else did I mention? What other observation? Okay. I think this is I'll color this. Make it. Okay, good. All right, so these are just observation. Now you know that you buy the market after there's a break. All those ones, I'm not negating any of those ones. Those are actual. But when the actual, what are those things that will not affect the actual that you didn't know that made you lose, right? You took the trade, it broke out, you took it, but eventually it just went. You took the 3 candle rule. And sometimes when you begin to take the coup, some of you begin to doubt, should I just take it in the 15 minutes? Because every time I take the 3 candle rule, 15 minutes will win, but the 3 candles rule, all right? That is as a result of you not properly observing the stuff. If you observe, you take it at the right direction, right? At the right place. And when you take it at the right place, if it doesn't go your way, you would understand why. Because when you understand why, your confidence level increases. Your emotions are shortened. You don't begin to apply emotions. Like I said, all right, on this first one, I didn't take this one, but I took this one. I lost it. Why? The reason is that's why I went to every market has what? A pool. So it wasn't ready, all right? But I took it at my right direction, and I know, oh, because it came back to this zone. But eventually, that's why patience pays, all right? So that was my first trade. I lost it. My second trade, boom, I took it. Whether I took it as a break or a retest, I won the 3 candle rule, 1, 2, 3. And we took another one. It came into the sling, and I said, well, anytime it comes into the sling, invalid. But anytime it breaks outside of the sling, it's a trend. It's going up right now. So every time it breaks outside of the trend, 3 rule, we won 2. All right, came back to retest 3. We won 3 candle rule. All right. Now I said, some of you would want to come and take this one, which is still good. It's valid if you take it. But guess what? I'm not giving you an insight that watch the candles. If the candles have been long, all right? You guys, some of you know this, all right? Someone is telling you, you didn't, how many of you didn't know this before? Type in a 0 in the chat. You didn't know what I just shared with you about the candles shortening out. Type in a 0. Okay? So you'll be like, oh, thing I've broken out again, let me take it again. And the next thing it went inside. All right, nobody's typing. It means all of you knew it. Okay. Or am I broke? Am I frozen? So some of you didn't know. Okay. I think the network is a little bit slower, right? You didn't know. So I'm seeing a candle like this. This is long. The retest will always be short, but the next move is long. The retest will always be short. This one is shorter than this one. I'm watching, right? I'm watching. This one, I'm watching. But guess what? They are still equal. But when I begin to see something like this, and I'm not seeing weak, guess what? I'm not taking the next one. So that is candle shortening out, right? It came back into the zone. Are you seeing it? Right? It came back, and that same thing applied. So for every time you lose, it applies. I'll show you why you should look it. Look, this candle broke out. This was a long momentum candle. This retest was a shorter candle, but I won't consider this one, but I will tell you the one I will consider, right? Look at this. This candle broke at 3, you won. Look at this candle, look at this candle, and look at this candle. This is blue, this is blue, this is blue, short. So this didn't retest. So I know why it didn't even retest. Why? It's already shortening, our momentum is dead. Right? Momentum is dead. That's why you see it went inside. Right? Because momentum is long, equal, short. Candles tell momentum. Observe it. Right? Now another one came long. This was longer. This was shorter than this. Right? But now look at this candle and this candle. Equal. Momentum. All right? Up. I would have taken this one. But look at this candle, short. Would you have taken another retest? No. That is why it plunged in. Right? Now there is a breakout. Watch this breakout. One, you'd have taken this. So this is our 5th trade. Right? Watch this. This is fifth trade, broke out, closed, one. Look at this candle, right? Short, right? This, if you take the three candle, 1, 2, 3, you won, but on a slight one. Some of you see, this is on a slight one, so you won this one, right? But immediately it dropped. It's consolidated in this area. So we had 5 trades now. This is 5 trades now, all right? And another breakout. It went in. Another, this didn't retest, so it's invalid, all right? It went in. Now, another breakout in same trend in same currency. No observation here now. Here you are just waiting for what? Breakouts. Because if it's still trending, you still wait for breakouts, right? So this went in, so it wasn't valid for me. Guess what? Did this break out? Yes or no? So did this break outside of the sling? Yes or no? So if it was a breakout, 3 candle roll. All right, 1, 2, 3. Did you win? Type in 6 if you won. All right, 6 if you won. Came back to retest. So you won it, came back to retest. All right, after the retest, we had 1, 2, 3. Did you win? Type in 7. So this is another retest. 1, 2, 3. Did you win? 7. Good. All right. Now I'll tell you another one. Okay. I'll tell you another one. This was what? 1, 2, shorter candle retest. Shorter candle. So my observation comes in. Right? My observation comes in because what? Short momentum drops, shorter candle. You entered at this retest, guess what? 1, 2, slight win. Even if you won, it was slight. It was all those. So if you had, this was the retest, this was what? If you win this trade, right? So it closed here. It was a slight one. Why? If you had observed the candles. But you won it. That's 8. What else do you need? Right? So the only thing that when you begin to observe the candles, ladies and gentlemen, you will have high probability wins. If you observe consolidation, observe trend, if you observe the swing, and you are doing what I'm telling you to do, it applies in every market, you will have high probability wins. So this came, the reason it came into the market because we lost momentum here. Eventually, it came back down, and there was a break, right? So this broke. So this was a strong momentum candle. So the moment it was breaking, it's your entry, all right? So 1, 2, 3, you won. Okay, 1, 2, 3, you won. And now we have what? We came, this didn't retest, all right? It went inside again. Another break. It's telling you the trend. I want to end with Euro USD because this is a great lesson for everything we need in trading. Webslinger is a great lesson, all right? So anytime you see the candle plunges in, so this was a great momentum, breaks out, entry, 1, 2, 3, all right? Or even if this is the third one, all right? That's what? You still won if you had entered the break. At the moment you see it breaking the sling, you can wait for a close. And this is not my words. This is what? From Nesviquest. Anytime you see it breaking the sling, you're seeing it's breaking the sling, right? You can enter, or you can either wait for a close. You see a build-up of a strong candle coming like this, and you see it breaking the. So this is short, closed. Boom, another one. Why would I take this one that is breaking? Because why? The last candle that closed or a sell thinned up. All right, this is short. It means it's weak. The blue candle came out full, close. Another one is coming out and it's breaking the sling. I will jump in. Why? It's above the sling. So 1, 2, 3, I won. I was waiting for a retest here. I never had it on this candle that came down. Right? So I waited. So it entered, giving me another opportunity for what? Entry. This broke. 1, 2, 3. How many have we? That's the 10th trade. Type 10 in the chat. Type 10 in the chat. So we are out of 11 trades, right? We have 10 wins, 1 loss. If you have observed those things I mentioned out, that should be your experience. How long did this happen? This happened what? Today's date is 2nd. It's in a day. One currency can pay you for the whole day if you observe these little things, right? The market is the lie. The market is not the hooks. It has proof. It has past results, all right, of the same strategy. So the same confirmation. So what's the confirmation? Someone will be here and ask what's the confirmation, right? Maybe you've not gone through the Webslinger. The confirmation is easy, right? You buy this market, it's a trending market. You buy when there is a break above the sling, above the cloud. That's the easiest thing that can happen, right? Above the sling, above the cloud. So this market broke above the sling and it was above what? The cloud. Everything was above the cloud. It means it's trending, right? So the next thing you're looking at above the sling. So it's above the cloud. The next thing is above the slings. So for every of those retests means above. So it breaks, take. It breaks, take. So all the times we took the market, all right? So let me just put the lines there for those who are going to rewatch the videos. All the times you're supposed to take the market was the line, cool line. So this was a break, right? This was a break. We didn't take it because why? I said because of our consideration, one, right? So another entry was the retest of the sling. So this was one. So we lost. I'm gonna put it there. I'll put red because we lost it, right? Another one, the blues are this, right? We won. So this broke, we took it, we won. So this represented whether the retest or the take. Another take was, right? This one. Another take was this one, right? So every time it comes above, another take was this one, right? It breaks, it comes above the sling. So through the blues, you're going to know where you should have taken the trades, right? And where you should have won. Another break, another one was the retest. So this retested, take 3 candle rule, right? Are you serious? I've been gone. Oh, please, where did I leave? Oh my God. And I'm okay. I think it just showed red and it pulled me out. I think it's back green now. So where did I leave? Where did I leave? All right. Just type on the chat where I left so that I just because I already was rounding off. Okay, 3 candle rule. So did you guys saw where I was placed? Where I was placing these lines? Okay. Okay, all right. Where did so where I was placing the lines? Did I leave before I placed these lines? Okay, so I placed the line before I left, right? So I was already placing the line before the network took me out. Okay, good. So the reason for placing this line is for when you are rewatching the videos, you can observe the blue lines with all the lines will tell you where you should have entered the trade based on the considerations, right? Those are the proper areas. Every break out of the sling when the market is trending is an entry, right? Every retest is an entry. But before you look at the retest, you want to watch the candles, right? So that's the observation. If you apply this thing, you're going to have success in your trading, right? So that is what I was dropping. So this was a good one. So just imagine one currency in the space of a day or probably 20 something hours, right? You have 8 out of 9, right? Because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9 trades. If you had entered the best way, we could do this over and over. Go test this same thing in other currencies. All right, you will see the same. Just do the observation. You don't need to even take the trade. This same thing we just looked at right now, okay? What we just observed, go look at another currency and apply the same thing. You will have the same result. More wins, right? Don't overlook losses. Losses are going to be part of your wins. All right. So I appreciate everyone. If you've learned something, if these have been valuable to you, all right. I know you guys have given me much more than the time you can actually give me, but I appreciate you for your patience. Okay. If these have been valuable to you, I need you to type in 777 with some dollar signs on the chat. Okay. 777 with some dollar signs on the chat. The dollar signs represent the money that this is going to put in your pocket when you begin to observe. It represents, all right, those gray areas when you begin to wonder, because some people wonder and they quit. They are tired. They're like, I'm tired, this thing's not working, it's not my thing, right? Because why? You didn't look in. You didn't spend much time. Some of you are not here for 2 years and you're giving up. But you went to school for 7 years. Come on, it's just about what you think. Spend more time. Have a personal relationship with the chart. The reason I know what I know is because I give her time to have relationship. Trading is like a woman you're getting married to. You need to work, cut. You need to commit. After you cut, you understand, oh, this is good for me. You need to commit. And when you commit for life, a lifetime. Marriage is not what? If it's not good for me, I quit. All right. So if you have that attention, if you have that psychology, if you have that mindset towards trading, you're going to have what? The result of trading. So I appreciate everyone. What I'm going to do in the course of the day, all right, whatever trade I'm going to take, it's so much time I can't really go into trading again. All right, it's so much time. So I'll be behind the scene. Whatever trade I'm going to take through the harmonic scanner, I'm going to send in the group. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for having me. All right, you can ask your questions. Okay, if it's worthy of, I believe this is explicit, but if you have any question, type it on the chat. All right, I'll respond. But at this point in time, I want to give the mic, all right, to our mentor and our coach, Mr. Obi Ayangwa, to close in for us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such a detailed training. Excellent morning, everyone. Hope you are enjoying the training. Put some 888 and some dollar signs to celebrate our amazing trainer, Mr. Kenvry Moore. He's such a blessing, so consistent, so, you know, taking all the questions, all the answers, the good, the not so good, the annoying. But that's the heart of a leader, serving, because Jesus said the greatest among you must be the biggest servant. So for you to be the greatest, you have to have that heart of service, even when you are not called upon, even when you are not, getting paid directly. But the thing is a seed. It's a seed he's sowing. And one thing I tell people, when you teach, you learn more. He's so good at what he does today. He's so effortlessly trading and building because he has taken his time to learn more in the process of teaching. So for some of you that might be, okay, what's the secret? How did you get here? There was a day he was like anybody here, not knowing anything. Everything was sounding Greek. So that is a clip. Success leaves clips. So we're in an amazing month of July. We've already kicked it off. How many of you were in the Millimil session early hours of this morning? Put some 777 on the chart. You were in Millimil session early hours of this morning. It was such a powerful meeting.